Welcome to Purnima ji. Glad that you're here for our Purva Pakshi Sambhashane. Yeah, go ahead, Purnima ji. Please state how you want us to conduct today's session.
Hari Om, everyone. So now that you have completed the first scripture, basic scripture, the Tattvabodha, which is the foundational text to the study of Vedanta, can you all please share in your own words, in a couple of lines, what is your main takeaway from the scripture, from Tattvabodha, in any order? Padmaji first. I will call out people as they appear on my screen, if you don't mind. Okay.
Yeah, Hari Om Purnima ji, Hari Om everyone. So in a couple of lines, if I have to summarize my takeaway from this divine script would be, everything in this life that is happening is a drama. I am the only one that is Satya, and rest all is all mithya and all drama. So I just have to witness it, so that there is no suffering or too much of happiness and too much of sorrow in all this. That would be just in one line, if I have to summarize the entire Tattvabodha, what my take is. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
So tell us more. How can you prove the mithyatva of the world, Jagat?
Okay. From my understanding, what I understand by mithya is anything and everything that is constantly changing. So if I have to take this body is constantly changing. With each moment it is changing, in fact. If I have to take my emotions, they are also changing. Each and every moment they are changing. If I have to take my mind, that's also constantly changing. Thoughts are also constantly changing. In fact, millions of them are coming and going. So in all this, I think only the self, that is the only one which is not changing. Similarly, if I have to look at my world, my family, my son, my immediate family, my relatives, my loved ones, each one is changing every moment, depending upon their own thoughts and thoughts and mind. Similarly, if I have to look at the outer world, that is also, in that also, everything is changing every moment. Change is the only constant that is there in the outer world. So in all this, the only one that is not changing is me. So everything is mithya. The entire world, whether it is my dream world, whether it is my waking world, everything is a mithya.
Mithya. So what's wrong with changing? I mean, it's fine, no, that the nature of the world is to change. So how does it become mithya just because it's changing? There's little more to it, I think.
Yeah. So if I'm not able to accept that everything is changing, then I'm going with the flow. I'm like when things are not so good, I'm very depressed, I'm sad, I'm suffering, I'm in some kind of pain, some kind of constant turmoil within my mind. So I'm not peaceful. Even if it is happiness, again it is like I'm too happy that okay, everything is going on fine, then suddenly something happens, I go down with it. So that is one drawback of not understanding or not accepting that everything is changing. So I feel that there is nothing wrong with changing. It is my acceptance to what is happening outside that determines my own emotional turmoil or whatever is happening within me. Okay. So if I accept that everything is constantly changing, that automatically puts me at ease that whatever is something is down means it will naturally not be like that. It is not permanent. So it's going to come up. And if something is up also, I'm not going very elated with it because it's again going to come down. Correct. So that up and down, you can accept it very well if you know that okay, everything is constantly changing. And in all this, only the I is not changing. So I can be assured that, okay, nothing is happening to me. All this is just a show. I just have to observe. I don't have to go into it deep and, pretend like I have to survive or something like that. Struggle is less, I feel. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, definitely. Very nice explanation you gave. But can anyone else describe what is this mithya all about? There are three things here, isn't it? What can you compare mithya with? There are three kinds of, I don't know what to call them. So what is the other things apart from mithya? What else is there? As per Vedantic definition, anyone can. I mean, Padma has said enough. Anyone else can take it up if you wish. Padma herself also can say. See, there is mithya, and there is what else and what else. Mithya is in between.
Satya and asatya.
Correct. Satya, asatya, and mithya. Can you describe these things, definitions?
Satya is one that never changes, and asatya is one that never existed. Everything in the world changes except me. So that is Satya. I mean myself, Atma. Asatya is one that never existed. It is something that is false. Satya is the truth. Truth is what is my soul, Brahman.
Example for asatya?
Asatya, if I, like Prabhuji said, a rabbit with two horns,
Correct.
which never existed, is asatya.
It never existed where?
It never existed in the outer world.
In the waking world, because you can dream of a rabbit with horns, right?
Yeah.
Correct. And then mithya, of course, Padmaji described, but still you can also define what is mithya.
Mithya, one that appears for some time and disappears later.
Correct. I was looking for that, Padmaji. Appear and disappear. It's not, it's changing all right, but it's not there constantly also.
Appears to be there, but like if you investigate, it's not.
It appears and disappears. Correct. Okay. Great. Thank you. So now Deepa can share her few takeaways from Tattvabodha. What is the greatest takeaway?
Yeah, Tattvabodha. Actually, before I came into spirituality, I never believed in spirituality because I felt there's nothing of such.
No.
Even when my sister was telling me all about it, I was like, how can you go with all these things when you don't have any strong evidence? You can't show me that. But I could feel it when I was suffering. When like my mother is also into spirituality since many years, and she made me experience it when I was suffering. So I think only when you feel that this is the only thing that can give you peace, and only then you may start believing in it. So that made me come into spirituality. I joined Purnimaji's class. Then I'm going on with it, though in the beginning I couldn't understand many things which I used to clear up with my sister. Like few basic things, few basic words, I used to feel why to interrupt the class and ask her all this. So I never asked her.
Oh, so
But
sorry.
I got it cleared with my sister.
Okay. So nice.
What is prarabdha? what is Shama, Dhamma, all these things. She used to tell me, but after coming into, joining Padmaji's class, I got all those things cleared. At least the basic words I can now, understand.
Wonderful.
Then Tattvabodha, I never felt myself as Atma. I think when I meditate, I can feel that. When I go out, and even when I'm walking, I feel like I'm walking in a dream.
Wonderful.
That I'm really walking in the dream. I don't have to think all this is really going on. So, if anything goes wrong, even at that time, I console myself that this is just a dream, let it happen the way it is going on.
Wonderful.
Do whatever you can in that possible situation.
Super.
That's it.
What
That's
else
it.
is there? Everything else is just scholarly knowledge. There is nothing to ask, isn't it? So, but however, since we are here for a little brain, it's a brain exercise today, right? So you said you are grateful to your sister and Padmaji and all the other classes and the teachers who have helped you come to this understanding. So in the beginning of Tattvabodha also, Sri Shankara pays his respects to God, isn't it? Do you remember the first verse of Shankar of the Tattvabodha? Vijayji, can you pull it up for us?
I'll bring it up. Just a moment.
Yes. And not just Deepa, her daughter is also an evolved soul.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she is amazing.
Yeah, we have already realized that, Purnima ji, we were experienced it.
Yeah. She lights up our Sunday this Bhagavad Gita classes. Yeah.
When you see our AVSC offering, no, Purnima ji, you'll be amazed at how they have lit up the whole show.
Seriously.
Yes, Purnima ji.
Alala, first idu, correct. Vasudeva Yogindram Natva Jnanapradam Gurum Mumukshunam Hitaraya Tattvabodho Vijayate. Okay. So here, what do we do in the opening prayer? Generally, we take the names of all our gurus, isn't it? Here, who is the guru of Shankara? Any idea? He has not taken that guru's name here at all.
Govinda Padacharya.
Yes.
Correct. Where is the Govinda here?
Vasudeva.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is a classic Adi Shankara style, he's a good one to play with words. That is what Prabhuji has given the explanation for this verse. How he has saluted both the Guru and God together in this verse. Do you remember that explanation, Deepa?
Yeah, Purnima ji.
I explain then.
He's actually saluting both his guru and Vasudeva in this. Of Devaki.
Correct. Yeah, that's it. Basically that is the whole thing. On the face of it, when you see this shloka, you will say, where is this because the word Govinda never comes here, no, in the shloka.
Yeah.
So, but then Vasudeva is nothing but no one else than Govinda. And so Govinda Pada, like Padma said, is the guru of Sri Shankara, and he's saluting both the guru and God. So there is another little side light to it. A famous saint from North India sang that if Guru and Govind are standing, both of them are standing before me, whose feet will you touch first? It's very interesting. Anyone can share. I mean, this is not a quiz question. This is just a highlight. It's a very beautiful, salutation to the Guru. Kabir Das. Kabir, no? The Saint Kabir.
Yeah.
Sang.
Guru Govind jab साथ खड़े something.
Correct. Yeah.
साथ खड़े. Don't remember.
Not sing. No. Vijayji. Kabir Das. Guru Govind jab saath khade kahe lagu paए. बरिहारी गुरु आपने. हाँ, correct adu. कबीर के दोहे. So anyone can share. Somebody who knows it can share it while Vijayji is putting that up. Padma, you are on mute.
Purnima ji, I was saying that we can salute the Guru itself because the Guru itself is shown by the Govinda only.
Correct.
So, yeah.
How will you recognize Govinda? Because who knows the attributes of this Govinda?
Guru only knows.
Guru only gives us all the, I mean, you can just say Brahman is Sachidananda and all that, but where are the markers? How will we know? Govinda comes in front of me also, I will not know. Only when the Guru tells us, gives us all these, he is the one who shows the path to Govinda. That is the whole thing. So that is why the Guru comes first. Guru Brahma, Guru is Vishnu, Guru is Mahesh. Everything is Guru only. There is no Govinda apart from the Guru, in fact. They are both the Guru, Ishvaro, Guru, Atmiti. Ishvara and Guru are one and the same. That is the understanding. Wonderful. Okay, who else? You can stop sharing. Sharing screen. No problem. Anyone else want to share? Sharavananji, you want to share your 2 bit about Tattvabodha? There's a lot, so only just 2 bits you can share.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. Tattvabodha, with Tattvabodha, basically, Shankaracharya is bringing in showing the highest, I would say, the desire one can have, which is liberation, but in moksha.
Correct.
Which basically gives everything compared to all those small desires. And the way he takes his starts with who I am really, and goes through, like, dissects, like, goes through not the body, mind, like, takes it step by step, and then brings the world, how the world got created, what is the world, and then brings God, who's Ishvara, and then, like, finally connects all and say, like, there is only one, which is Brahman. Yes. Right? And you can get this clarity, moksha, in this lifetime itself, at which point you become a Jivan Mukta. Right? So the whole thing, it's a I would say, like, in one text he covered everything.
Yeah.
Right? From for someone like who's completely not introduced to all these concepts, like, nicely takes step by step.
It's a package deal, no?
Yeah. Yeah, for me it started like that only. At some point of time, like, I found, like, myself not getting satisfied with whatever I've been getting, which made me think there has to be some purpose with the life.
Wonderful.
And when I got into this, I think it completely clarified what is happening. So, yeah.
We are also blessed because among the 3 M's, Shankara only talks of the 3 M's that are very important, First M is Manushya Janma. Of all the 84 lakh yonis, you are born as a Manushya. It's just, just think about it, the permutation, combination, how you landed up here in a Manushya Janma. That is the Adhikari, the first chapter I read, Adhikari. So we have an Adhikari body in the first place. BMI, not just body. Body, mind, sense, complex. So after that, the second one is Mumukshutva, which you just described. How you felt dissatisfied with whatever it is, and then you wanted to know more about what is happening in life. That is Mumukshutva. That is like Prabhuji says, first of all, Manushya Janma itself is rare. It's a blessing. And then being born a Mumukshu is even more rare. And I don't know how many signed up for your class and how many have actually come. So, right? And not just this class. Generally, all of us, we start off with Josh, join some class, join some Vedanta class, this, that, and all. But how many of us really continue with the sadhana?
Yes.
Then the third yam is the Mahatma Sangha. The teaching of a Mahatma is the third most rare thing. So, I mean, we have the Mahatma right amidst us, which is the most amazing thing that that's such a blessing.
Correct.
So, this is the right place we are all in, blessing of the God and the Guru. So wonderful. And you just spoke about how, how the Jagat has been formed. You just, so there's a word for that, no? Shravan?
Panchikaranam.
Panchikaranam. A little more about that?
Yeah, so it starts with like, when Brahman alone is real, then we wonder like, why or how did this world appear? And that's where we learn that like the Brahman in the natural purest form, were in a very undisturbed state, and with the three gunas in play, right? Sattvic, Rajas, and Tamas. We learn that the next set of things start forming up. I'm just trying to recollect the sequence.
No problem. No problem. We can recall together.
So the space, then air, water, fire, and then and then with the mix of the three gunas and these panchabhutas, right? Then we see that rest of the things start forming.
Yes.
Right? And but at the end of the day, if you go back, the base material is still Brahman only. It's like the examples we give with the clay. You can see a pot, plate, or anything. But then like the root is the clay. Right? So similarly, like everything else finally goes down, like body or tree or plant. It finally goes down to these five basic.
Perfect. Correct. So Akasha Tattva is pure Sattva, and by the time we come down to Prithvi's Tattva, it is pure Tamas. So in between, we have a combination of Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. And so how did this Brahman create, I mean, how did all this come? There's some magic.
How, in the sense that you're talking about the ratio in which each
no technicalities. See, so Brahman, we just said this whole Jagat is Mithya. So what has been created? What is happening here?
Yeah, so okay. So what we are saying is like when we describe Brahman, we are saying the Brahman is the one with no attributes
at all,
right?
Correct.
And then this Brahman with no attributes, Brahman himself is the one who is creating with the material which is again not from outside. It is the material is also from Brahman only. Correct. Like the example being given is the spider, how it builds a web. right? The base material also comes from within, right?
Correct.
And that is the Maya with which Brahman starts, right?
Correct.
Brahman, with Maya, then the devatas come into picture, where each power of Brahman becomes its own separate devata. And devatas we can say that they are in the purest form of the sattvic nature. Right? And from there, then like the rest of the creation starts. Right?
Devatas are nothing but energies, metaphors for energies. We have given them names and stuff. Wonderful, Sharavananji, you just refreshed everyone's memory also. So what is Brahman plus Maya is equal to equation? I'm asking equation. Brahman plus Maya is equal to question.
Brahman plus Maya is...
Actually, there is no Brahman plus. Everything is within.
Maya is from Brahman.
Just that final clarity. Anyone can share. I mean, not worry.
Purusha.
Purusha is fine, but it's just one term which we use. No. That is, see, whatever you say about Brahman is correct, because everything is Brahman. But the technical terms are there, no? Brahman plus Maya is equal to Brahman the Brahman who unleashes his Maya Shakti is a word for him or it.
Maybe I'm not.
Ishvara.
That's it. Bhagwan.
Okay.
Bhagwan. That is a Saguna Brahman.
Yeah.
Right?
So Nirguna. So you're talking about the Nirguna Brahman is the only one, but then like from there.
Yes, Saguna Brahman.
Yeah, Saguna Brahman is where like the Ishvara, the actual devatas and
Saguna Brahman is equal to Ishvara, is equal to Bhagwan, all similar, same terms which we described the Maya Shakti of Brahman, from whom all this Jagat is appearing.
But so you are referring Ishvara to the Nirguna Brahman or Saguna Brahman?
No, I'm just clarifying that Ishvara is nothing but Brahman with Maya, Brahman with Maya Shakti. When Brahman decides, see, Brahman is described as a Narayana who is dreaming, no? So once Narayana starts dreaming, he becomes Vishnu. Like the Jagat is appears in this dream world appears when Brahman starts dreaming. That is the Maya Shakti. That's it. And the word we use for the one who created the world is Ishvara. Creates, sustains, destroys, everything is Ishvara. That means Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, everything is all Saguna forms of Nirguna Brahman. Agents of Brahman. Who really doesn't require anyone, but still it's going on.
Basically, the way I see it is they are all the names and forms. You derive from the clay, make it, and then like you name and form.
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharavananji. So who else wants to please share? Shubha?
Yeah. Okay. So my takeaway from Tattvabodha is I didn't have that discrimination about what is suffering, all that. At why we suffer every day. It's I didn't have the knowledge of Mithya, Satya, what is actually happening in our lives. So everything was a suffering for me. So at the end of the day, that after going through the Tattvabodha, what I realized is it's nothing but everything is our collection of thoughts. And we need to have that vairagya to discriminate what is actually happening in our life and what is actually Satya. And that knowledge came to me after I went through this Tattvabodha. So now I am able to discriminate what is Satya and what is Mithya, and put that in my everyday life. which in turn has reduced my suffering. As Prabhuji says, pain is for everyone, but suffering is in your hands. So that knowledge has come in that I don't have to suffer every day. So little bit vairagya has come. I won't say fully. So it's a work in progress for me. So that is the takeaway for me. So I everything I learn, I try to put it in my daily life and try to rather accept the things based on what I study in these both Bhagavad Gita and Tattvabodha classes. And in the end, I see that there is a lot of change that has happened in my life, and I am able to take things as is and not and stop where the pain is and not continue to the suffering part.
Super. So well said.
Thank you.
So did you mean Vairagya or did you mean Viveka? See, there are so many technical terms, no?
The Viveka leads to the Vairagya, right?
Correct. So are you now, so you started with Viveka, now you are Vairagya. Can you describe this Viveka and Vairagya a little more technical details? So what is Viveka? What is Vairagya?
Viveka is nothing but the knowledge to discriminate what is right and what is wrong. And Vairagya is...
Are you sure it's right and wrong? There are many...
Even that is collection of thoughts, right?
What
right
is
and
right,
wrong.
what is wrong with respect to what? See, right and wrong is also subjective, no? What is right for me right now? What is right for me left for you?
Yes. True,
so
true.
Are those the right terms to use while talking about Viveka?
Probably Satya Mithya.
Real and unreal.
Real and unreal, there is a terminology which is used in Vedanta, which is what?
Real and unreal.
Satya Mithya. And then also, there are so many Vivekas, especially in Tattvabodha, we talk about
Nitya.
Correct.
Nitya Viveka.
Nitya Viveka, isn't it?
Yeah.
Little more about Nitya Nitya.
Nitya is nothing but what is permanent, and Anitya is impermanent.
Correct. Right.
So the permanent thing is nothing but Brahman. All other things are impermanent.
Nitya, permanent thing is nothing but me, you should say now.
Okay.
I am permanent.
The I.
Who is Brahman? He is not somewhere.
The
in
I.
The air.
Yes.
Me. I am permanent. I am Nitya. We should change our vocabulary. We should change the way we speak and think. Isn't it?
Yeah. True.
So I am permanent, Nitya. Everything else is Anitya.
Anitya.
Okay. Then how do you relate this I am permanent to with your family members? Are they all permanent also or not?
No, they are not permanent.
Why not? They are also Brahman only, no?
That has come in I, no?
So at what level are we all permanent and at what level are we all impermanent? So that is the Viveka you have to develop.
Yes.
So what is permanent about me and impermanent about me or you, Shubha? What is
the impermanent thing is my body, right? The permanent thing is the Brahman in me.
Yes. Correct. Just the body? What else is there in you that is impermanent? Complete package.
Mind.
Yeah. Body and mind,
Correct. Body, mind, and intellect. So this manas also has this, I mean, it's a package of four faculties, no? The mind, the general term we use is mind. But it has got 4 things. Can you name them? I mean, can you recall them or? 4 aspects of, how the mind works. The manas works. It's got like how we have got 5 fingers in, we call it a hand. We got 5 fingers.
Yeah.
Which does a little different things. So
Mano Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta.
Ahankara, Chitta.
Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara, and Chitta.
Chitta.
Anyone? Yes. So if you can explain these terms, fine. Otherwise, anyone else can explain the little things that subtle differences between Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, and Ahankara. Can someone do that? Anyone?
Chitta is the consciousness.
See, Chitta, the Chit is
Chit.
consciousness.
Chit is consciousness, yeah. Chitta is different, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here it's memory. We are referring to memory.
Yeah, that's the difference, yes.
Yeah.
Mind, the thinking part, then Buddhi, the intellect.
Intellect, yeah.
The mind refers to the Buddhi.
Correct.
Chit is the memory where we store, and Ahankara is the I. The unreal I.
Not so good I.
The ownership of everything else after everything is done.
The ego. It claims it actually the ego is a very is ego good or bad, Papa? It is very vilified, it's the badnam. This ego is very badnam. But
whenever it is beneficial, it is good.
The ego is very important also, no? See, there's another example in the Tattvabodha about this ego. Okay, it's like the serpent around Shankara's neck. Can you little explanation about that? How does the how is he able to wear that serpent around his neck happily?
Is it because it keeps the ego in check?
Which the serpent? The serpent is the ego.
See, for us, for a jiva, the poison kills, right? While basically the poison is related to the ego here. Well, for Shiva, he wears that as a necklace.
Correct. He's a Naga Bhushana. Yeah. So Ishvara also has come with a little ego. As Brahman, he is Nirguna. Ishvara also has the ego, but that ego is like it is his power rather than his weakness. For the jiva, the ego is a weakness, isn't it? That kartritva, bhoktritva is there. But for Ishvara, for the Sadguru, the ego is just a instrument through which things are done. That's the little difference. Without ego, there is no binding power, no. Otherwise, they are free-floating. Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, body, everything will be free-floating. The one which claims that, it binds it all together, the ego. So the Sattvic ego is very important for us to launch into this Vedanta also. So without the ego, what can you do? And without a fully developed ego, this Vedanta won't go into our heads also. For a child, the innocent baby which is born, it doesn't have a developed ego. So you cannot preach to the child. So that is not a happy place to be in, isn't it? So you cannot, being a baby is also not okay. Being a buffalo is also not okay. So the Buddha is important because it's got a fully developed ego, but come back to that innocence of a baby and that nischalata of a buffalo. So nice, no? Okay. Thank you, Shubha.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much for, for us all. You helped us to get into so many things here. So nice. So who will share next? Can you, do we have time? Okay. Rupa, you want to share what is about Tattvabodha that you like the most?
You're not audible, Rupaji.
Feeble, yeah.
Very low voice. Maybe you need to get mic closer.
I like everything, ma'am.
Excellent.
I may go blank.
You will go blank? Yeah. Vedanta is, it's like that. It will be dumbfounded. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with her completely. Okay, so to help you along, I have just one. What is the difference between, see, you are attending the Tattvabodha classes. This is the kind of sadhana. That is the kind of achievement you are behind. And in your daily life also, there is a kind of sadhana that you do. Like probably your child you have got some ambitions for your child and you help the child achieve that. So there are worldly sadhanas and there is this moksha sadhana, isn't it? Is there a difference between them, the way we approach it and the way everything about them is different, or there is some, can you talk about both the two sadhanas, moksha sadhana versus worldly sadhana?
I think both are one and the same because both are difficult.
We need to get mic closer.
Now, am I audible?
Yeah.
Better.
Both are difficult only. But both I feel is the same. Because the way I handle people, I can see myself sometimes not overcoming the negative emotions. Like that in spirituality also, I'm still, I have miles to go.
Okay.
So, what I feel here.
Miles to go where? Okay, here one more question probably will help you. There are two things that we are after in life. There is only one thing, but there are two ways of describing it. One is a purpose and one is a goal. Prabhuji talks of this very, very clearly. All of us have goals in life. For you, you have your goal in life. My child has to become so and so. Okay, you cannot just because I'm in Vedanta, I cannot say let him do whatever he wants. He is nitya. I will not say that. No, you have to deal with the relative world, isn't it? We have to live with this. Vyavaharika Satya is always there. I cannot wish it away. So that is the goal you have in life, and then you have a purpose. So that clarity, can somebody clarify that? Anyone?
I'll try.
Yes, please.
The goal, the purpose in our life is to be happy. But we take the purpose, goal as our purpose, and this causes problem.
Correct.
We think whenever we meet that goal, we will be happy, but that never happens.
Correct.
Our life, we will be in achieving all those goals, but we need not have any such goal to be happy because we are already happy. Nature.
Correct.
That we realize that only then our purpose of life will be fulfilled.
Correct. So in moksha sadhana, you are not actually going after something which you don't have. You just said, no, I am already happy. That's my nature. No?
Yeah.
So that's the difference between worldly sadhana and moksha sadhana, is what Prabhuji says in this script.
Moksha is available here and now. No need to go to any place and travel.
Correct. Whereas the worldly goal is always doing lot of, lot of effort is there. Effort is there, like she said, effort is always there in both. But in moksha sadhana, it's already there that you're trying to retrieve it from. Yeah.
Just forgotten.
Forgotten.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. That's all. Thank you so much, Rupa. I'm sorry, I'll drop the G business here. I'm very comfortable with just names. I will not say Brahman Ji, I will not say Bhagavan Ji, I will not say Krishna Ji. No, it's that after thing will not be there if you put the G over any name here. Respect is all there, but no G. Okay?
You are the bandhu, closer.
Sakha. See, there are so many bhavas with which you relate to God. There is Madhurya Bhava, there is Sakhya, and there is Dasya and all that. So, and there is awe. So let's stick to Sakhya. Okay. So, and then Shilpa, do you want to share?
Yes, Purnima ji. Yes, I'll try to answer your questions as well.
All right. Yeah, my hair warrants the G. Okay, go ahead.
our habit pattern. Okay, it's
Yeah.
it's a
Feel
G.
free. No, please. I was just joking.
And I come from a place where, in general, people call us G. G, please.
Correct. No, that's perfectly all right. Okay. Go ahead, Shilpa.
Okay. Having just started with Tattvabodha, ma'am, so the qualities which Prabhuji has mentioned is what attracted me the most, because following those 6 qualities is what will help me to be steady on my spiritual path. That is what I've understood by using Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha is what will keep me steady on the path. And of course, Viveka and Vairagya help us in, making our day-to-day decisions more easier.
True.
By using proper discrimination, which also, results into detachment to a certain extent. So this is what I've understood so far.
Wonderful. Perfect. So we are on a firm footing here. And see, among the Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana, I'm very interested in Shraddha. Can you tell us a little more about this Shraddha business? What is this? Is it blind faith? Shraddha can be translated as faith or trust or belief. What is it?
Ma'am, as Prabhuji has said, trust is something which is instinctive, like a child will trust his mother.
Correct.
So that comes very naturally, like our trust in existential nature, like sun will rise every day. So that trust is there.
Correct.
And belief would be that is given to us by the society. It is not verified.
Correct.
And faith, of course, is the next level that will help us to walk, firmly on the spiritual path.
Yes. Correct. So who should we place our Shraddha in? Where should it be placed?
Shraddha should be in our Guru, in the spiritual texts.
Very correct. Perfect. Correct. Perfectly said, Shilpa. So that Apta Vakya of the scriptures and the Guru. So we start the journey with Shraddha. For this moksha sadhana, that is very important.
Yes,
correct.
ma'am.
Like how when we go to a class, we don't start questioning the teacher. How do I know that you are correct? We assume the teacher knows everything and I'm here to learn. But still I ask questions and I clear my doubts and then we arrive. So we start with the hypothesis and that is what we do in here. So the Shraddha is very important. Without Shraddha, the doubting Thomas will never get anywhere as far as Vedanta is concerned.
Yes,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much, Shilpa.
Thank
So
you.
happy
Thank
that
you,
you
ma'am.
are in this group. Yeah. And Asha, don't do as Nirasha. Please open, switch on your video.
Purnima, I'm just new to, I have not attended full Tattvabodha class. I've just recently joined.
Okay. But
Yeah.
you have been a part of Bhagavad Gita for a very long time.
Yes, Purnima ji.
Then what is Bhagavad Gita other than Sarvopanishado, Gavo, Dogda, Gopala, Nandana? Everything, whatever you have learned in the Gita is in the Tattvabodha, Ashte Alva. So let us see if something from the Gita will trigger your this thing,
So it's basically knowing our true self. Like, I mean, we actually don't know like what we are. So failing to understand that is all our suffering is. So once we understand our true self, so basically everything else will, subside. And then we know that we are that Ananda.
Correct.
So removing the ignorance, we get to know that we are already that. So only thing required is, removal of unlearning is to happen.
Correct. So now that you said Ananda, now I'm going to catch you. Now, do you describe the terms Sat, Chit, and Ananda with examples?
Sat, Chit. Sat is actually what is the truth. So Chit is the consciousness, and Ananda is that bliss, happiness.
So Sat, how do I... Sat is truth. Satya is truth. In Sat, in Vedanta, Sat is different term we use for Sat in Vedanta.
Okay, that which doesn't change.
No, all that is description. One word for Sat is in Vedanta.
Existence.
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 Okay.
So, do I experience existence? Are you experiencing existence? And how are you experiencing this Sat all the time?
Because we through our senses, because we see, right?
One more question, I'll catch you now. What are the other? If not you, the group can answer. Okay, you continue with this your understanding of Sat and Chit. Sat is the true senses. Okay, fine.
I mean, initially, at least, that is how we understand, because we see and we feel. So the existence is how we perceive through our senses.
So if suppose somebody doesn't have any senses, one cannot see, one cannot hear, one cannot talk, one cannot feel. The touch is also, he is paralyzed. So doesn't he exist?
He still exists. Normal layman understands it through that way, is what I meant to tell.
No, we are Vedantins. Now you tell us about that. So assume that this person who is sitting in a dark room, he's paralyzed. He cannot feel him, his pinch. He cannot feel. He cannot see. He cannot hear. Nothing is happening. But how does he experience existence? If you ask that person, do you exist? Will he say yes or no?
Yes.
He will say yes. Why?
Because of, I mean, that consciousness is there.
Correct. The Chit is there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chit is consciousness, like you said.
Chit, yes, because of Chit.
Correct. He's conscious. So that's the difference. No, I am. That kind of direct first person experience of I exist is called as aparoksha anubhuti, isn't it? Direct experience.
Okay.
So Prerna or your Gaurav is practicing this one, saxophone, no? In your house?
Gaurav is playing around with that.
Okay, so we spoke about aparoksha. There are three more. Can somebody explain?
Aparoksha,
Pratyaksha, paroksha, and aparoksha.
Yes, these are the three kinds of ways we can knowledge, basically. So one day bega helbidi Asha.
Pratyaksha andre direct.
ನೋಡಿ.
What do you mean?
ಅಪರೋಕ್ಷ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್.
ನನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಗೆ ಕೈಗೆ ನನ್ಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣು ಕಿವಿ ನನ್ನ ಪಂಚೇಂದ್ರಿಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಾಣೋದು ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಅಂತ. What we experience through the five senses is pratyaksha.
And then paroksha is through others eye. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಯೋದು ಪರೋಕ್ಷ.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಪರೋಕ್ಷ ಇಸ್, ಆಸ್ ಯು ಸೆಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್.
Correct. Perfectly said, Asha. And there is one more called anumana. Anumana
is doubt, samshaya.
Allah.
Inference.
That is fine that in Kannada we use anumana as samshaya, but andajanta. Andaju.
Inference. Intuition. Okay. Andaju.
Not intuition.
Inference.
Intuition is aparoksha.
Fire smoke example, right? You see smoke, you infer that there is fire.
You infer that there is fire when you see smoke.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋ ತರ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವ್ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗ
ಅಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಶರವಣಂಜಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ವೆನ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಸ್ಮೋಕ್, ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಸ್ಮೋಕ್, ಯು ಇನ್ಫರ್ ದಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಫೈರ್ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್.
ಓಕೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಗೆಸ್.
ಎಸ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. We will know that, okay, when you hear the child crying, you will know that, maybe it's hungry or something. Athara. So your inference is anumana. Pratyaksha is, like you said, through the 5 senses, what we hear, see, feel. That can differ, completely differ from person to person. This pratyaksha thing, isn't it? The one who is wearing yellow glasses, pratyaksha only changes. The perception of the world itself changes.
Correct.
Okay. So Paroksha is, like you said, what we hear. Somebody has gone to the Himalayas and he tells, oh, allangide ingide anta. So through Discovery Channel, we Paroksha, we see Himalayas, and we see the Amazon forest or whatever it is.
Correct.
Okay. Great. We are all done. Tattvabodha, Zindabad. Padmaji, Zindabad. ವಿಜಯ್ಜಿ, ಜೈ ಹೋ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಇಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಪ್ಪ. ಸೂಪರ್.
Purnima-ji, you started by saying none of us are doing anything. So
ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು? ಭಗವಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಭಗವಂತನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾನೆ. ಆತರ ಇದು. We need somebody to say.
Somebody's throat to catch. So thank you very much, Purnima-ji. All of us had a lot of questions about who a Purva Pakshi is. So now it is our turn to ask you some clarifying questions. According to you, who a Purva Pakshi is and why is it necessary in Vedanta?
Purva Pakshi is very, very, very necessary, because like Bhagavan himself says in the Gita 4.13, Tatvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshate jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. So once you get hold of a guru or an acharya, see, guru is not in everybody's nasib. Okay. The guru is one, Sadguru is one who is self-realized, but acharya will do. What is the acharya? That's a shrotriya. And he has gone through the pedagogy of learning of the Vedanta, and he sticks to the scriptures, and he or she will teach. So once you find such an acharya, pranipatena, sashtanga namaskara bidbudbeku, kalagalu bidbudbeku, meaning complete surrender to the guru first. That shraddha comes into play here. And the complete shraddha, faith you place in the guru, and then pariprashnena, that is also very important.
Purnima-ji, 1 minute to stop there. ಆ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗ್ ತರ್ಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು?
ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ ಹೇಗ್ ತರ್ಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬರೋದ ಇದು ತತ್ವಬೋಧನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ತರ್ಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತನಾ. ಮುಮುಕ್ಷು ಆದ್ರೆ, when I'm a mumukshu, I'll be so tadaping for these answers. So when you're traveling in a desert, you're so thirsty, and some passerby says, you just go some 4 more miles, there is an oasis over there. That person says, and you'll have the shraddha, because you're so thirsty, you want to believe that chap, and you want to go and see, yes, I'll find water, anta, you will follow that. That
you should have that drive.
Have that drive, that mumukshutva, when it is there within me, that shraddha I will place in the guru. See, why will I be attracted to any teaching or a guru? Because I find some value in it. So I go there.
No, to get that undoubted faith, I'm telling. I mean, initially we may not have, right?
It'll come over time, I guess.
Okay.
So Jignasu also, he starts with a little doubt only in the beginning. He's just curious. The Jignasu is curious.
Yeah, curious and shraddha are different things actually.
Yeah, curiosity will come. As a Jignasu, we start following the Gita and all that. When we start getting deep into it, to get into any teaching also, we need some commitment. So when that commitment is there, the shraddha will come. And so that pariprashna is very important. Bhagavan himself has said, clear your doubts. And what kind of questions you should pariprashna is repeatedly ask questions, like how our Gayatri ji does. right? Because without her probing questions in every class of Prabhuji's, when you ask questions, the Guru will understand what you don't know, first of all. Where does the ignorance lie in my understanding? How will the Guru know? See, the Guru knows everything, but not necessarily every mind. He will not probe into every mind. So I should know where the fault lines are there in my understanding, and I'll keep asking questions, and that is how the questions are resolved. That is why Purva Pakshi is very, very important.
So is Purva Pakshi asking deliberate questions, or are they genuinely their viewpoint?
Deliberately, when you are talking to the Guru, when you are listening to when you are doing Shravana and Manana of a Vedanta class, deliberately you're not challenging the Guru's knowledge. You are not doing that. You should not, right? So the only purpose is to clear my understanding. Yeah.
But in the conversation that happened now, as a Purva Pakshi and for the sake of terminology, Uttara Pakshi, what is the purpose? What is the...
Again, the purpose is the same, like in the Brahma Sutra, like you just... this is what happens in the Brahma Sutra. The Siddhanti and the Purva Pakshi are the same person. Brahma Sutra Bhashya written by Shankara has got both questions and answers. Brahma Sutra, just Vedavyasa just given one formula and he's left it. But the Bhashya written by Shankara has got Purva Pakshi is a great role there, because it raises the doubts that may occur to the seeker, and they are put forward and then answered by the Siddhanti himself. So that way the Purva Paksha is very, very important. So it is here in this today's class, I don't know what you want to call it. It was just an interaction to understand, to get a deeper understanding into our own understanding. That's all. Purva Paksha, deliberate Purva Paksha. Like you said, yeah, it was deliberate Purva Paksha today. Yeah, it was, which is a very uncomfortable thing, actually. I told Vijayji, this is not happening, karke. But otherwise, in regular Vedanta classes, unless specified by the teacher, which is Vijayji, we will not do deliberate Purva Paksha. The teacher can do, naturally. The teacher can do Purva Paksha to assess the students. But when the student is talking to the teacher, it is genuine Shraddha and Mumukshutva which takes him to the questions.
So what was your experience of today, Purnimaji?
I am so happy. I mean, so many things were clarified to me also. So many memories were jogged, and it was sharpened. Intellectual sharpening happened, and everyone has got such a great understanding. The basics are very much, the foundation is very solid. So it's a wonderful thing, and the flight has taken off. Happy landing.
Happy landing.
So thank you so much for putting Shraddha in me, Vijay. For calling me here as if I am a great teacher. You have called me. But thank you so much. I hope I didn't deviate from whatever is the teaching. I hope I didn't do that.
Let's hear our Uttara Pakshis.
Please do that. Siddhantis. They're all
Purnimaji, I want to say that I'm really grateful you came today. And because like you said, it jotted down our memory also. We learned many things, but like you said, that one specific word that is important, that was mentioned in the scripture. Maybe along the way, when we describe or when we contemplate, we forget those words. Those are the key words that has to be remembered to advance our learning in the next scripture as well. So I think you brought clarity and made us remember all those things again. So thank you so much. I loved this session, Purnimaji. Maybe you should come once in a while like this.
So many others are there in Atma Jyoti Satsang.
Yeah.
They will bring a lot of
Yeah. But very, very grateful that you came today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Padma. Thank you.
I feel that so yeah, Purnimaji, we just did our for the Shivratri we put a skit. So it kind of everyone I think went through the whole Tattvabodha once to prepare for that. So it was nice to cover all those topics. But even otherwise, I think the few classes you initially joined us, right from there, I'm very impressed with the way you bring in references from all over the place, and very smoothly you introduce them.
Thank you.
And she is also running the Jnana Jyoti where I am there. So yeah,
I'm just saying, okay, next you spot, next you talk. That is not
not that. So the way you presented there, I think I've been like learning directly, I would say. Yeah, but I think this is this kind of session I do enjoy.
Yes.
Having, and it may look like deliberately starting, but then like the moment I think if we have more time, let's say it's a 2 hour, 3 hour session, then I think like seriously get into it.
My God, 2-3
Fully.
hours. No student will like, not the teacher. 2-3 hours.
So that time it's not like a student anymore. Okay, we are all there and like.
Yes. Actually, that mutual this thing would be so. Interaction is most important, really.
Yeah.
See, it's not one person asking another person clarifying. It's mutual. Both of us will benefit definitely.
Yeah. It's we just stopped at a high level, but we can definitely go in and have a lot more fun.
Yes, definitely. It will be great fun. Wonderful. Okay.
Very nice session, Purnima ji.
Thank you, Deepa.
Thank you very much for coming to this session.
Thank you, because you are such a lovely mother. Your daughter is also so much into it. And Deepa, I have to tell you, Deepa and Megha, they come up with the most beautiful, apt stories for the shloka. We would have announced this shloka we are going to do Manana on, and they come up with the best stories ever. Seriously. Amazing. I don't know from where you find them, but they are just perfect. And they add a lot of value to the class. Thank you so much, Deepa.
Thank you, Purnima ji.
All right. Any other feelings? Shubhaji, Rupaji, you want to share anything more?
Thank you for putting us in ease, Purnima ji. I was little, I have this problem of getting tensed, or I go blank. But this session, I was a little worried if I would go blank. But thanks for putting me at ease that I was able to come up with the something about Tattvabodha.
Thank you, Shubha.
You made us all comfortable. As I was also like that. I was thinking what questions will be asked to me.
My God. I told Vijay this, let it not be like one examination, Viva course or something.
No, it's our nature. That is how we, rather, it's my nature that I take everything. So,
if we are put in front of Prabhuji, we will also go blank only. So at every level, there is that fear is there. See, this is very happy position to be in, sitting in my place and asking questions. You start asking me questions, I will also feel maha uncomfortable and worried. Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you, Purnima ji. It was great to have you here because it helps us to understand our clarity as well. And, so that's a great help.
Yes, correct.
Purnima ji, thank you so much for being here. I mean, interacting with you is always really very nice, beautiful experience, because you're a knowledge. I mean, you're an ocean of knowledge. So get to know many things. Like you quote all the Bhagavad Gita quotes also with reference to, I mean, irrespective of like what the context is. So I've heard few of your sessions in meditation and study circle. So it's always a joy hearing you.
Thank you,
And
Asha. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you all. Thank you, Vijay, for having me.
Once again, thank you very much, Purnima ji. Thank you. Thank you for making time and being part of this interaction. Really enjoyed every moment of it. We'll end with a prayer. Can you
What
stay
is the
back?
next scripture you are taking up?
We have picked up Aparoksha Anubhuti. We are going through the the 7-day talk given by Prabhuji.
Okay.
We just started that.
It's the most amazing scripture, Aparoksha Anubhuti.
Yeah.
So beautiful. It is so lyrical. Abba. I mean, tears will come to my eyes if I think of Aparoksha Anubhuti. It is so brilliant, so brilliant. Adi Shankara, if you just go back and see, he was just a child. He was just a 16-year-old when he composed all these beautiful scriptures. And the last 15 shlokas of Aparoksha Anubhuti, they are the most amazing. Superb. Okay. Right.
Very nice. Thank you. So, who will lead the prayer?
Yeah, I'll
Okay, Patmaji.
Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, lead me from untruth to truth, darkness to light, impermanence to permanence. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, that is complete. This is complete. When completeness is removed from completeness, what remains is complete. When completeness is added to completeness, totality remains complete. Om, peace, peace, peace. Nanu, nanenbadu nanalla, ideha manabuddhi nanalla, sachidanandatma, shivananu nane, shivoham, shivoham, shivoham. I am not the body, mind, intellect. I am pure consciousness, Shiva Swarupi. Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Satya Darshanam. Recognition of self is recognition of the whole. Recognition of the whole is the truth. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityormukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityormukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiv Bandhanan Mrityormukshiyamamritat. We worship the three-eyed one who is fragrant and who nourishes all. Like the fruit falls off from the bondage of the stem, may we be liberated from death, from mortality. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy, healthy and peaceful. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om.
Yeah, just one tip or what Prabhuji said was, when we are chanting Lokaha Samastaha, we should should actually let the energy flow from us.
From your hands.
Yeah, he has said that in one of the talks. When we say Lokaha Samastaha, we should just actually bless the entire Loka like this.
Okay, Purnima. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hari Om.
Thank you all. Hari Om. All of us are here. Urvarukas, the dry fruits, ripe fruits which are ready to fall from bondage. Thanks to Prabhuji, to Guru's grace. Let us all be liberated from the cycle of, from Ajnana. Enough. Forget about the rest of it. Thank you all. Have a happy.
Thank you. Hari Om, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Everyone.